Okay, Lebo, so let's have a look and see the results of our grade 4 reading. Okay. So as you can see, you've started off, remember the feedback that you gave me when I asked you how you found the test. So you, as a grade 5 learner, you mentioned to me that you found it a bit more easier, but as we progressed through the longer words, you found them a bit more challenging. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So as you can see here, we can see that her feedback corresponds to how she was able to read the first few words at the beginning of the reading test. We can see, and it's something that I would like to make note of, is that Lebo really tried to, as soon as the words started getting progressively longer, you can actually see that through what I have written, Lebo tried to pronounce the words, but it appeared that she tried to divide them into syllables in order for her to make it easier for herself to try and pronounce and decipher the word and articulate the word, in other words. So as you can see, it's important that as long as the learner pronounces the word correctly, all right, it will be deemed as correct. However, if the tester or the teacher sees that the learner somehow uses a different coping mechanism to try and pronounce and decipher the word to the tester, that should be noted. These observations are very important as they should also be integrated into the support strategies that are required when addressing the learner's reading challenges according to the assessment. So as you can see, what I mean by this is that, for example, Lebo pronounced the word cabbage by using a longer a. So she extended the a and pronounced the word cabbage as cabbage. So you can see that she is pronouncing the word correctly, but by the way she's pronouncing it, she's using a different mechanism to try and decipher the word and pronounce it to the tester as correctly as possible. Okay, so as you can see, she has progressed through the test, but we started picking up the errors from number 15. So the word mysterious, right, she actually battled to pronounce, all right. So she pronounced it as, let me just have a look so that I read it to you more accurately, mysterious. So that you can actually now see that the actual pronunciation of the word is way more different to what the word should actually sound like. So although she's using a deciphering mechanism to try and read out the word as clearly as possible to the tester, it is not sufficiently and grammatically read correctly to the tester for the word to be deemed as correct. Okay, so here, as you can see, she has made 6 consecutive errors, which now therefore states and requires me to discontinue the test, meaning that we can establish here that her reading level is at a grade 4 reading level. So as you can see, her spelling, we managed to pick up that her spelling current level is at a grade 3 level, and her reading level is at a grade 4 reading level, which means that her reading skills are slightly better than her spelling skills. This gives a good indication in terms of what now strategies need to be put into place in terms of her spelling needs and errors, and therefore what strategies should still be put into place for her reading skills at this stage of the testing situation. Okay, so we picked up that she's managed to get 13 words out of 20 words read correctly, which gives us a reading stay 9 of 5. I went to page 24, okay, and I referred to the bottom table, okay. Let's just confirm that our reading scores are correct, okay. So Lebo, you got 13 words correct, okay, right. Remember that we are in the second term of the school, all right, which means that she has a percentile rank of 60. So we can actually see that she is doing much better in her reading than in her spelling. Lebo, do you have any other questions for me?
No.
Okay. Thank you, guys.